Right now is 5 a.m. and why I'm awake at this time. If you see the title here, you know what I'm talking about. Awake at this time because I will be part of the tournament from Brick Academy, the high-end production one, and I'm doing this remotely. And they are in Budapest, and the tournament start Monday 9 a.m. But then I am in Brazil, and for me it's 5 a.m. And I'm quite excited because this is the type of thing that even for me, after 6-7 years working on Archviz, you start the time working and with so many things, at work, you need this kind of refresh. The production itself in this tournament, and I'm quite happy to be part of this. So as a student, right? So I'll be learning in this tournament. And well, now it's 5 a.m. and I think they're already there. There will be people heading to the office, and then there will be people online as well, which is my case. So let's crack on the first day of the high-end production from Brick Academy. Let's go. Morning, guys. It's 5 a.m. It's fine. Yeah, not that bad, yeah. But I had a full coffee already, so it's So we just had an introduction. So as you can see here, we are in a Zoom, and we had a tour office. I think somehow what I am impressed is how the Wi-Fi in offices works well, because he was going around in the office showing the office and everything, the Bricks office, and the connection stable.
So that's actually need less sky because of this. Yeah, you're not showing two persons. We're not doing photography of like a wedding, right? With architecture. Usually, architecture get messy by nature, and we need to take care of having a clear sky.
And then after the lunch break, we had another quick interaction between the students. So we actually could understand and talk a little bit about each one's background and expectation about the tournament. So, and then we dive into composition. So all the rules and all the main elements that we have to understand to be able to produce nice and good images, because this is always connected to photography. So we had a really good amount of time talking about the composition, talking about the rules and everything that we have to know to have as a fundamental, as something you always go in there and kind of using in your daily basis. And then we jump into a reference exercise, which I think was quite interesting, especially for me. We had a main subject, architecture-wise, and then we went all to find reference, focusing in certain points, and the professor was talking with us and interacting, analyzing all the reference that we picked, and he was giving us a feedback, why is that a good reference or not, and how we can use that to actually guide us. So I was supposed to be sleeping. Look at the time, and the time that I woke up today. I was supposed to be sleeping because tomorrow I'll be waking up same time, 4 a.m. But I just can't. You know what I'm doing? Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm sketching, and I am playing with an idea that I just had today. So I was watching on TV today, environment, because it's a snowy one. I can end up with a lighting kind of ramp. So I was just inspired by this, and then I couldn't stop myself. I start getting some reference here, and then now I start with some sketches. The beauty of the sketches is that I already have a model, so that I designed myself. I have the environment, and then with AI and with all the photo bashing skills, I can start getting ideas. For me, to be honest, this is so amazing because from this, so I spent 3 hours in total here, and I already have a few sketches. These will work if I spend more time. I already have the architecture, I already have the context. I can enhance the context that I have now with AI easily, and now is just the most fun part. So here we are again. Good morning. I'm now just preparing my coffee. I'm quite tired actually, but it must be because I was sketching yesterday 10 p.m. That's fine. I will now is like nearly 9 a.m. in Budapest, so which is now for me is 5 a.m. So coffee, and then let's go there and talk with the lads. Morning, guys.
How many coffees, Franzano?
Jesus Christ. 2 or 3 actually. But today I'm fucking tired. Jesus. Yesterday I was supposed to be sleeping 10, 11 p.m. and then I started sketching, and then you know the.
Oh, God.
And for the day, we have AI workflow, the introduction of Pools, how to use Pools and Project Dream, Photoshop AI tools in the draft phase, and then the draft process.
To share the screen or
If you could just add a sketch here of anything.
yes.
So what is this project? It's called the Butrine Center, and it's actually very famous. I think it's a lot of there's a lot of images of that project on our page, on our academy page, and it's a common project. So beautiful. So first of all, let's say introduction. I want to show you what that is. This is a Mediterranean, and that's a project in Albania. It's a visitor center. So
So today is the day 3 of the tournament, and something that happened with me because of the time zone is I had lunch today at 8 a.m. It's crazy because my stomach is already syncing with Budapest time. So then today on day 3, we start the day sketching. So we had a project and then we all sketching, and Mohammed was giving us feedback one by one. So quite important because you can. He was actually telling us what he would change and what is working or not, and more practical for sure today. And during the week, I think this will be more the way. So we actually sketching a lot. And today is Wednesday, and the tournament still going. Still next week, so yeah, there's a lot to do and to learn. So let's sketch. So today is the day 4 after the tournament, and it's getting fun, to be honest. We are now sketching a new project. We are in a workflow where we explore a project, and then we have the feedback, live feedback. And then we redo a few adjustments, but they're not that picky, so they don't even ask for to actually they don't request all the feedback to be done on the images. So I like the freedom. So now I'm exploring a different project, the one which is a bridge. So I'm just like I'm playing here with some reference, but then meantime, of course, I will explore in the file, because this is one of the main elements and things that I think is important when sketching, which is something that we are learning on the tournament as well, which is explore the file. So the project will tell you what the conditions that you can explore, type of light. So we are using photography reference, but in the meantime we are exploring a lot. So I think this is so important, and I'm feeling quite creative, and now I'm gonna just jump into my exploration in this project. And we had yesterday a bunch of sketches from a different project, and then we had a review this morning, and then now jump into another one. And today we had an exercise as like a client request. So we had a screenshot from the screen asking for really kind of client kind of thing. So show houses, show cars, show trees, show people, show everything. And then we had to deal with this, and everyone was creating the options, you know, following the instruction. And then we go through this, reviewing this with Mohammed. I enjoy this exercise because it's kind of simulating the real life. I think somehow you still can have fun and play with angles that you think that could work. But in the meantime, you have to follow and attend to this client, what a client is asking. In this case, like it's simulating a client, and then we all have this board where people, like everyone is putting their output, and then we have a live review. We talk about the decisions and everything that we did. The exercise is good, so very real life kind of thing. And this is the balance that I was talking about that I like. It's the balance between the total freedom and then this more restrict and challenge kind of thing. So today is Monday. Today is the day 6 of the tournament, and I start a different project. So far I have been working in 3 different projects. I think there's more to go. Before, in the morning, we had a live review with Alex and Kate, and then we after that jumped to a new project. It's interesting to say how is the structure of the tournament, because we working in different projects, sometimes with a very strict kind of client simulation, and then after that we go for a really free way to work, and in different projects. Sometimes it's a bridge, sometimes it's a tower, sometimes it's really different and kind of little houses. What is the point of that? So you're working in different projects like this, applying the same structure, the same method. This is really good to actually make you stick to the process, because there's a workflow, and this workflow being applied to different scenarios every single day through 2 weeks, it becomes so clear in your mind. And actually I would like to thank you, Brick. At the moment I don't have a PC, so I just have my laptop, and I've been using Brick's PC through remote. And wow, thank you guys. That was really nice, because I actually don't even have to download anything because everything's there, and I appreciate that, guys.
And then in the very end of the training, we had as well Anders giving us feedback in all the drafts that we create during the training. So that was as well a really important part of the tournament, listening from his thought and his experience, what he has to say about the drafts that we create.
Overall, this tournament to me, it's mainly about everything that you have to know. We're not talking about every single details or every single AI or details that for create drafts and apply these on the workflow. What I'm talking about is when you have someone explaining you and showing you a specific workflow using those tools that we learn in a tournament, it's everything so much clear. To me, now after the tournament, it's everything so much clear. You know, when someone is telling you about new AI, and then you search on YouTube and you find new stuff, and then it's tricky because there's so much information in different places. You can understand and put that to work together. And to me, this high-end production tournament from Brick Academy is actually showing you how should you work workflow-wise, what's the steps and what could happen. So I just have to say thank you for the guys from Brick Academy, and thank you for everyone who was there as well. And it was really good. You know, it was fun. It was fun. It's intense. If you're considering to be part of this tournament,
to join the tournament, you have to be aware that it's not something easy, that you're watching someone that explain and you're like doing something else. No, you have to be there because it's quite intense. And this is what actually shapes you and showing you all the tools, everything you need, and the process, the workflow for 2 weeks. So it's intense. So you must be aware of that. This was the high-end production from Brick Academy, and I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, you can drop here on the comments. Share with your mates, of course, and I'm gonna leave here on the description as well the Bricks Academy website, so you can check all the details for the next groups, for the next tournament. And that's it. So thank you guys. I see you next time.